Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Good to talk to you today. I've got something that I came across this week and it just made me laugh because I've heard this story so many times, but I also love that I had some actual data to back this up. So drop a heart here if you are a bit of a conspiracy theorist, if that's something that you enjoy. My father-in-law really loves conspiracy theories, so he and I will talk about different things. And one of the most popular ones that I see all the time is, if you're like me, I'm an Apple user. I've been using iPhones for probably 8 years. I'm not really a Mac guy. If you're into Macs, let's talk. I have questions. But I love Apple mobile devices, use an iPad. And if this time of year is always a little challenging because this is the time of year that the new iPhone comes out. And so the iPhone 8, I think, just released, and they've announced the iPhone X, but it's not out yet. I think it's going to be closer to Christmas. And you get that new update on your phone, and you notice, man, my phone doesn't seem to be working really well, and, all this stuff. And there was this great article talking about, I love this term, of this theory that Apple or Google or Amazon or anybody who you're getting a device from, Samsung, is that they try to build planned obsolescence into your device, which I find, if it's true, it's brilliant. And just the idea that they purposely, like, they're sneaking little bits of code into your phone to try to slow it down because they want it to not work right for you. And then you'll be feeling, oh man, I just really need a new phone. I mean, they messed this up. But then you feel sort of like angry that they're messing with you as well. And it goes through this whole cycle of emotions. So I'm going to link it in the notes here. But this great article, because I'm using an iPhone 6, I believe. So this one's 3 years old now. It's one of those cases where it's good enough. I'm all about, if there's a new tool, if there's something that will help your business grow faster, help you, sell more stuff, make more progress, generally should do it. I haven't quite been sold on that. I may still replace this one, I just haven't decided yet. But they did a great benchmarking test of iOS 11 on the last 3 or 4 devices, I think back to a 6 or a 6S. And this is what I found so crazy, and this is what I wanted to share about, is when they did the testing, they said there's functionally no performance difference once you upgrade to the next iOS versus where the phone was before. And what they were talking about, I thought this was so true, is that what we're struggling with is a psychological effect. We feel like our phone is slower because there's this new shiny thing. And so much of retail business is built around this idea of making you feel unhappy with what you have. If there's a great, I don't know if you ever made a book out of it, but it was a series from a pastor named Andy Stanley in Atlanta, and he called it the comparison trap. And I think that is where you get in trouble here. Is I have a phone, it does what I need to do. I'm doing this as my, the 6X Plus just as fast as your 7. It doesn't have a whole lot of difference. And I love newfangled stuff. Hi, Mom. I literally got to say hi, Mom. That's awesome. And what it does is it's kind of breeding that discontent in yourself, that what you really need is the faster phone, the better computer, the better camera, the bigger house, the faster car. It all plays into that discontentment idea. Yeah, same chip. Man, Ryan, you should be totally doing this. He knows way more about the guts of the phone. What I think is the most interesting part of this is everybody seems to have this feeling like my phone is slowing down, it's not working. That might be a case on your computer as you add stuff, is that this is almost all psychological. And the thing is that I think there's a lot of power in us to realize how we think about our stuff, how we think about our tools, that they're tools. They're there to help you. And I'm all for getting the tools you need. If there's a tool that will help you, you should totally go after that. But it's one of those things to keep in mind as you're building your business, as you're living your life. There's always going to be some shiny new thing out to grab your attention. Whether it's a new phone, it's an Apple Watch, if it is a new car, if it's something for your office, if you're a home-based person, maybe you're thinking, I just really need that better camera, that's going to make so much difference, I need a new microphone. That may be true, but realize that what you have, and you can work with that. And it's amazing what you can get started with what you have. I just got done reading a great book about Amazon and talking about Jeff Bezos and the whole process of Amazon getting started. It's the craziest story I've ever heard about using what you have. So what I just want you to be thinking about is don't fall into the comparison trap. If you're using your phone, realize that Apple, there is no evidence that Apple is out to get you, that they're messing with your phone. It's almost certainly all in your head. And like most things in life, when it's in our head, we have some control over it and we can do something about it. And to me, that is powerful. So be thinking about that this week as you find yourself thinking, oh man, I wish I had this, and life would be so much easier, my business would grow better, my commute would be easier, life would be so much simpler if I just had this. And maybe that's true, and maybe it's not. But once you realize that the comparison trap is a real thing, you're going to be able to focus on what you do have, and you can increase your creativity to help you use that to get where you want to go. I hope this has been helpful for you guys, but drop me a comment. If there's anything else that you guys want to be hearing about in the coming weeks, I'd love to hear about it. Thank you all again. Have a good day.